All Ears Net recently posted a video about things cast members wish they could say that would get them fired. Two ladies doing it, and it should be quite fun to react to. So this is a video sent to me by one of my patrons that he thought it would be fun to see me react to. It's posted on All Ears Net, which if you have not checked out All Ears Net, go do it. Great channel. By a couple former cast members saying the things that they wish they could say that they weren't allowed to. So as a former cast member, we thought it'd be fun to react to and let you know my thoughts along the way. So let's jump into it and roll and see what we got.
But we can.
And honestly, some of y'all need to hear it.
And these are the things that cast members wish you knew without them getting fired.
Coming from two former cast members
3
who have seen it all.
Cast members don't know everything. Okay, let's start with this. Cast members, they are magical, but they're not like these omniscient wizards that have access to everything Disney. They don't know when Tron's gonna reopen. They really don't. They don't know where your husband wandered off to, which someone asked me once. They don't know why your magic...
I did actually have a number of times people would come up to me and ask, can you find my husband? Can you find my wife? Have you seen them? No, I don't know, but I can find you a new one. Yeah, the things that people ask you sometimes.
And they definitely don't know the exact location of the bathroom that you used once in 2009. Those are the types of things that people do ask cast members.
I honestly, I had somebody come up to me with a picture of a bathroom, not making this up. And they wanted a picture of them in front of the same bathroom, but they didn't know where it was. They don't look like they did 25, 30 years ago when you took that picture. We eventually figured out that the bathroom they meant was actually one that had been underneath the old Skyflight ride that was no longer there, and neither were the bathrooms. But that was a lot of investigation, checking, and hey, do you know this picture? Where is this? And it took us a while. We figured it out, but yeah.
Disney cast members are trained to know a lot, and they do. They know a lot, but they're not going to know everything. That is just unrealistic. The thing is, if you come to them with a problem that they cannot solve, they do know where to lead you. They're going to take you to the next person who maybe will know the thing that you need to know, but they might not know everything.
Actually, that's a good point. One of the things that we had, a great resource, was what we called our telecast. And it was a little fold-up brochure paper that we carried with us. And it had show schedules, character meet and greets, park hours, and then it had a whole list of contact numbers. So if we got a question that we didn't know the answer to, we were able to look it up and figure it out. So that was great.
The cast member standing outside of Space Mountain does not know when it's going to open again. And they don't know why the ride stopped all of a sudden. That's actually what they're trying to figure out. They don't know yet. They do probably have their guesses because they do deal with things like this on a daily basis. So they probably have a hunch, but they're not going to give you that reason if they're not 100% sure.
Tips are not included in the Disney dining plan. Yes, Disney dining plan users...
They're not. For those not used to tipping in the U.S., it used to be 15% was the standard gratuity. Now it's 18 or 20. And then above that, they do great. Servers at Disney are actually among the lowest paid employees. It makes up for it with tips. So if they want to get a decent wage, they've got to get good tips.
You should also note that an 18% gratuity will automatically be added to your bill for parties of 6 or more.
The cast members don't owe you anything. Take it in, listen to it, breathe it in. They don't owe you anything. Cast members are trained to help, but they are not there to be your personal genie, okay? They don't owe you a magical moment on demand because you asked for one. They don't owe you that rule exception because you're only here for...
Okay, the magical moment thing drove me nuts. Magical moments are for people that we think deserve it who aren't looking for it. And we would look for people to give them to, but it was people who just had done something special or were doing something nice or just, having a bad day and weren't looking for that. The ones that insisted on it and asked for it and wanted it, it was kind of universally accepted. Nope, you're not going to get it because you're being selfish about it. We like to have people who weren't expecting it, make it a surprise and make their day, not answer demands.
For one day. And they definitely don't owe you a freebie just because something didn't go your way. That's just life. And they don't have to do that. The magic.
Okay. Depends upon what that is, though. And so that one, if you're looking looking to get a freebie just to get a freebie, no. But if something happens that has ruined part of your day, okay, you've been stuck on a ride for an hour, you deserve some sort of compensation for that. If you have a problem with your ticket and somebody has a legit ticket and it's not working and it delays your entry, or some things like that. A good example, a friend of mine was at Disneyland with me, ripped his shorts on Space Mountain. They would not replace them. I'm sorry, your ride ripped them? Your ride's causing him to walk around with a hole in his pants? That's a compensation moment. Something bad happened. We're going to make up for it. They didn't do it for my friend. They failed him there. But for somebody who's just looking for I stubbed my toe. Oh, look, I spilled my drink. Okay, we're probably going to get you a free drink. But, if it's just something happens, we're not going to give you compensation for just an ordinary thing that happens sometimes. You were late for the parade. Oh, gee, we're not rerunning the parade for you.
Is real in Disney World, but it's not like a vending machine that just because you're there is going to give you everything you want because maybe you bought a ticket. Cast members genuinely want to make your day better. If they can help you, they want to help you. But it is not their obligation to make sure that everything in the universe is perfect for you. Also, little behind the scenes secret, cast members can get fired just breaking the rules for you or giving you whatever you want for free. So sorry, they'd rather keep their job. I know this.
Okay, and you've got to have a legitimate reason for doing it. And we had these slips that we would actually have to fill out when we did something like that to explain what we did and why we did it, why we thought they were deserving of it. There was a procedure behind it. And if you were doing it just because, and especially if it turned out to be your friends, you could get in trouble. It was rare because people knew not to do that.
It's not as fun, but there are things that people ask for that literally would get someone fired.
Oof.
Oh, yeah. Can you take me in the utilidors? No. Will you take pictures in the utilidors? No. Backstage photos are not allowed. That gets me fired. Yeah, stuff like that.
Oof. Okay, we're getting a little controversial here, and I'm going to say that Lightning Lane is better than Fastpass. Okay, everybody take a deep breath. It's gonna be okay. Lightning Lane is better than Fastpass. Back in the day with Fastpass, people learned that system almost too well. Cast members spent so much time dealing with Fastpass drama and confusion and straight up manipulation that it slowed down operations and made standby lines absolutely miserable. Now, Lightning Lane is not perfect by any means, but it fixes a lot of the chaos.
Okay, so I'm gonna disagree with her here. Basically, what she's saying is that Fastpass was better than Lightning Lane just because it was easier for the cast members to deal with. No. Lightning Lane makes the standby lanes longer than Fastpass did. Because a system does not mean that it's worse. Personally, they both suck. I wish they'd just get rid of all of it. The lines would be better everywhere. You'd get to ride more and do more. There are reasons why people experience fewer attractions per day now than they ever have at Disney. That's a fact. Go look at Defunctland's wonderful documentary on the history of Fastpass, and you'll see these things just mess up your visit. They really do. You've got to use them because that's how you ride anything anymore. But it would be better for everybody if they were gone. But her argument, because people knew the system made it worse. No.
Pass. Not trying to scare you with this one, but Disney sees everything. They literally see everything. Disney security is kind of like Santa Claus. Okay, follow me here. They're going to see that you climbed the pyramid in Mexico. They're going to see that. They actually know that you're drinking water from the fountain.
So if you don't know, there are cameras everywhere, all over the place. Disney sees everything because of the security cameras. Plus, they have plainclothes security all over. Dressed like guests, looking like guests. If you know what to look for, you can spot them sometimes. But quite frankly, they're all over the place. You never know it. And they're there to take care of shoplifters and a bunch of other stuff. So you're not doing anything in secret at Disney. And if you think that you're having a private moment, you're not. Even when that ride is dark, infrared.
That you shouldn't be, because, oh, that's an actual fountain in Disney Springs, not a water fountain. They know that you're going to get off the Living with the Land ride vehicle to go steal a cucumber. They know that and they see it.
Cast members are not trying to ruin your vacation. I know. I
thought that was their job.
They're not trying to ruin your vacation.
Come on now.
When a ride goes down, cast members are not backstage twirling their mustaches and plotting your downfall with a sinister laugh. No, they're usually dealing with a technical issue, a safety.
So there were people that honestly believed this. And I've told some of my stories about people, why are you lying to me? I'm trying to help you out here. But there are people that honestly think that your whole goal is to make their day worse. Why? What pleasure would you get out of that? That's the whole thought process is just silly. No, we're not here to make your day worse. We want to make your day as good as possible, as safe as possible. And sometimes stuff happens. It just does.
Concern or a guest who tried to stand up mid-ride. Yeah, a lot of the times it's probably a guest's fault. I said it. Cast members want you to have a great day.
Okay, so in just nice little stat, injuries at parks, 90+% of the time, it's the fault of the guest for doing something they shouldn't have been. Crossing a fence line, standing up on a ride, not obeying rules, and then they get hurt. And then they try to blame the park. Not the park's fault you didn't obey the rules.
Truly, they want you to have the most magical day possible. They are not the enemy. They are not the reason that the weather is bad, or the ride broke down, or the reason that food is so expensive. I can't tell you how many times people got mad at me for the prices on the food menu.
I would say that's a heck of a storm they're showing there. Florida storm, though. Yes, so the reason the food prices are that high is because you're held captive in the park and because they can charge it. It's not up to the cast members. They didn't make those prices. I had nothing to do with how much stuff cost at the park. I just worked there.
I had anything to do with it. I wish my paycheck was that high, but I don't have anything to do with it. I'm just here to take your order, so just please tell me what you want. Cast members are just doing their best in a place where a lot of things can go wrong very quickly. Be patient with them. Most of the time, whatever you're complaining about, that one specific cast member in the parks has nothing to do with it. I promise.
And here's the deal. If you are patient and kind to them, you'll find them be even more so with you. Yeah. Treat us nice, and we're going to do nice things for you.
And then we also wish the ride was open. Cast members do not enjoy telling you that the ride is closed. It isn't fun. It's not a good time. They don't like repeating. We don't have an estimated return time for the 700th time that day. They don't like being yelled at. They don't like being in trouble with a guest for something that they cannot control. We don't want to tell you that the ride is closed. Most of the time, those cast members are standing in the heat, they are standing in the rain, or they're standing in a costume that just for whatever reason wasn't designed with Florida in mind. So it's like really uncomfortable.
The worst part about working a ride is when the ride's not working and you're having to stand up there at the entrance and repeatedly say, "I'm sorry, folks, ride's closed. We don't know when we'll reopen. Sorry, folks, ride's closed. We don't know when we'll reopen. Sorry, folks, ride's closed. Don't know when we'll well, is it the weather? What do you think? When will the weather stop? I don't know." I would have people ask me all the time, so when will the weather clear up? Folks, I'm a praying person. I talk to God. I believe God talks to me, but he doesn't give me the weather report. And I said that a lot.
Cast members are just as sad as you are, because it's not like they get a break. They just get to stand there and be yelled at instead of stand there and do their job. So both are bad at times.
I'm sorry to tell you, especially working a job that has a lot to do with Disney food, but the food in the parks is not that special. Yeah.
Depends upon the park. So Silver Dollar City, I would say yes. And it depends upon where you eat too. The fast food kiosk is going to be very different than a restaurant.
I'm sorry to tell you, but Disney gets most of its food supply from Cisco. Yeah, the same giant food distributor that supplies schools, hotels, hospitals, and half of the restaurants in your hometown. Now, Disney does have specialty items, unique recipes, and iconic snacks, of course. I love them all. But a surprising amount of what you're eating is basically theme park branded Cisco food dressed up with a Mickey-shaped chocolate and a sprinkle of pixie dust. But I'm just here to tell you that
minor
you can
recipe
make most
changes
Disney
done
snack
specifically with
items
Disney,
at home with
so
what
it
you can
doesn't
find in the
taste
grocery
the
store.
same.
For example,
But,
I can make you anything on any menu from all of Galaxy's Edge or Toy Story Land from the grocery store, and I've done it multiple times. But again, do I do that all the time? No, and that's what makes it special when eating at a Disney park.
Dole Whip is powder. Yeah, the iconic, beloved, must-have Disney treat. It's a magical powder. It's just powder. Literally, you can buy it and you just mix it up, and it's dairy-free, but it is just like bags of Dole Whip pineapple-flavored powder. And yes, I love it, but it's still just... It's just a powder that you can buy, and when I found that out as a cast member, I was a little bit devastated, so hope that doesn't devastate you.
I actually did not know that. That's interesting to find out. So I guess they would mix it with water and then put it in and essentially freeze it. That one's new to me.
This is probably the one that cast members want you to know the most without getting fired. And that is, if you are rude to me, I will not help you. That is not the typical Disney way to act or right Disney thing to say, because obviously cast members are trained to help people in however they can. If you walk up to a cast member automatically yelling, snapping your fingers, rolling your eyes, or treating a cast member like they're beneath you, you're not getting the magical help that you so desperately need or want.
Okay, so our goal is not to ruin your day. But if you come up to us with the goal of ruining our day and treating us like jerks, we may find some creative ways. So like the guy that wanted to know where Haunted Mansion was. He'd been walking from it, told him how to get to it, didn't agree, and then just got rude and rude. Well, okay, sir, I'll help you. And I've pointed out a tour of the whole park. You know? And he was happy with that. I don't know what he said later. But it was, look, we're here to help you. We want you to have fun. But man, if you come up and you're a jerk to me, I'm not necessarily going to ruin your day, but I'm certainly not going to help you have a good one.
If you are nice to me, obviously, that's very different. But if you're coming at me already full speed ahead on the train, sorry, there's not much I can do. But here's the secret. Cast members will bend over backwards for guests who are kind. They will go out of their way to sprinkle magic for people who treat them with respect.
Absolutely.
But if you're rude, they're going to follow the rules exactly as written. No wiggle room, no
like
extra
earlier,
pixie dust, and no exceptions.
Ooh, I feel passionate about this one. The cast members, I don't care how much you paid to be there. This is a line that...
Okay. So it kind of builds off the same thing. Because, yes, if you're nice to us, we're going to be nice to you. And if you're really nice, we're going to go out of our way to help you. If you're rude to us, we're not going to help you. And we may find ways to Pearl Harbor you a little bit. Kind of like, all right, have a magical day. So I paid so much money. I would have that usually out of the rude guests. Guess what? So did everybody around you. They all paid for their tickets too, and they paid for their hotels too, and nobody's here cheap. So knock it off.
Cast members here all the time, nearly on a daily basis, almost every day. They hear, I paid a lot of money to be here. Okay. So did everyone in this park. Disney's expensive, and it wasn't just expensive for you, it was expensive for everyone.
Everybody.
Every single person in that park paid a lot of money to be there.
Yep.
Maybe you're not staying in a value resort, maybe you're staying somewhere really nice. Everyone paid a lot of money. Maybe you paid more, maybe you paid less than some people. Everyone paid a lot of money to be there. Your ticket price doesn't let you break the rules. It doesn't let you skip the lines just because you want to.
You're not any more special than everybody else.
And it doesn't mean that you get to yell at cast members like they're the reason your vacation isn't going just perfectly. Everyone paid for that same park ticket, but not everyone is acting like you're acting. Your vacation budget does not give you a VIP status.
If you want VIP status, pay for a VIP tour. If you really want super VIP status, pay the tens of thousands of dollars and rent the park. Otherwise, you're just like everybody else in that park.
Mickey pretzels come frozen. I I know I can hear you screaming right now. Please say it's not so.
Yeah,
But
that's
alas, it is true.
expected.
The iconic Mickey pretzels you know and love, and I love as well, they actually come frozen and then are sprayed with water, they're salted, and then warmed for you to eat. And I'm so sorry to tell you that.
And
I
every
feel like it's
now and
important
then
for
you
you to
might
know.
catch one.
So there you have it, the things the Disney cast members wish they could tell you without catching a meeting with HR.
That's what their take on things. My take on their take. So the biggest thing, it kind of ties in a number of times, is Disney cast members want to help you. Be nice to them, be kind to them, and they're going to do what they can. But don't be rude, don't be mean, and don't demand things of them they can't do and expect them to know what they can't know. That kind of takes that whole video and sums it up. But yes, we got so tired of some of that stuff. But it's part of the job, and you're there for the guests, and you want to do the best you can, and you want to help as many as you can. So sometimes you just put up with it. So did you enjoy it? Do you have your own takes? Do you agree or disagree with me and them? I would love to hear it. Please share it in the comments below. I've got a link to the original video in the comments as well. Go visit their site. All Ears Net is great. Thank you so incredibly much for watching. Thank you for being part of everything that I've been able to do over 10 years now. 10 years. Amazing. Thank you so incredibly much to my patrons and supporters as well. Thanks so much. God bless.
Hey, what's that button?
That button will show you another one of our videos.
And that one?
That one will help you subscribe if you haven't already.
Oh, and then there's all these names floating by?
Yeah, this is all of our supporters on Patreon and YouTube members.
Oh, so those are the ones that get the special perks.
Yeah, and if you want to know more about that, click on that button right there.
Thanks.
No, thank you.
And thanks for watching.
God bless.